What an incredible value update. But who should you choose with your red select dragon stones? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the update to the red select dragon stone list and giving you our top 5 picks for who you should choose with your red dragon stone. So let's go ahead and let's hop on in and talk about the changes made to the red dragon stone system. So as you first log in, you were probably greeted with 3 dragon stones in this notification. This notification informs us that from this point forward, from the 11th anniversary, the red dragonstone list will be made permanent. That means there are characters who will be recruitable at all times during the year on this list. This is an incredible value for any players coming to the game at any point during the year. One of the best things about red dragonstones is they give new players access to a host of characters who can help them build early teams and clear early game content as they help to build their accounts. So this can be nothing but a boon for all players, right? It being made permanent means that there is now a permanent way to gain select dragonstones throughout the year. So as we already mentioned, you were greeted with 3 dragonstones upon your login, and if you've been doing your daily missions throughout the month of January, you've been obtaining these milk items from your daily Roshi events. And that milk item, with 30 collected, you can exchange for 1 select dragonstone. So if you've done all of them throughout the course of the January, you should have 5, meaning at the start of this anniversary, you should have about 8 if you've been doing your missions every single day, right? So while we do have 8 to choose from, I'm going to give you my top 5. Okay? And as the year goes on, you'll be able to continue those daily missions for Roshi and collect more milk and exchange dragonstones. So that means at any point, right, if you have a character you know you want, you can save up and work towards getting that character. So the current list includes pretty much what you would expect, right? For 1 dragonstone, you can exchange for a super easy A character. The update now includes yellow coin LR easy A's up to AGL Majin Vegeta from this past year. You can also select 2 characters with 2 dragonstones, that is the Tech Gobros and the LR Fizz Vegeta for 2 dragonstones. Now, I don't really recommend this option unless you absolutely need them as a new player for the team, as they are only available here for the 2 dragonstones because they have a temporary buff. So if you want to utilize them for that temporary buff, it's not a bad deal considering the stone is now permanent, but I would not prioritize them over other options. Now, you also have select dragonstone exchange for 3 of your select dragonstones, and that they include easy A's from last year up to Tech LR17, so pretty much up to the baby celebration. So this is pretty good. Now, these characters are only available during the 11th anniversary and will likely be removed from the list after the anniversary is over, but likely that other 3 dragonstone easy A characters will be added during the next point, right? Now, again, so it says that this will be made available permanently, and that it will be updated. The selection will be updated periodically throughout the year, meaning at 4 different points during the year. So our next point that it will be updated will be Golden Week, where we will likely see a new set of easy A's along with any additional super easy A's that have accrued between that time, right? So this is the best part about the 1 stone, is that as super easy A's are added to the game, they'll be added to this list for the original super easy A's, that is. Now, the next one after that will, of course, be GDC, Global Dokkan Campaign. And then after that, the Transcendent Dokkan Campaign. And then the final point in the year where they will be added will be during the New Year's / January celebration, moving into the anniversary, which will be the new update for each year. So really, really good, I think, for all players, especially as new players. So speaking of new players here, For our top 5 picks, we're going to take the approach of a new player. As a new player, what is going to benefit you the most as you enter this anniversary? Now, let me say first and foremost, all right, given the list here, everyone here has already Easy Aid, has already Super Easy Aid that can. So there's no new characters on this list who have yet to accrue a Super Easy A. So it's not like we have to wait. You can make your decision right now, or you can wait and see sort of how the teams look for the new units and decide who is most beneficial to you. But I'm going to give my overall recommendation because I don't think how the teams look are really going to impact that all too much. So, coming from the perspective of a brand new player, what characters are going to benefit you the most? All right. So, my number 1 pick for character that will benefit most new players is actually the Fizz Vegeta Blue. Now, I know that sounds crazy, as a lot of people don't view him as a great unit, but from the perspective of a brand new player, you're going to be coming into this anniversary with likely minimal access to teams, right? You're going to have access to pretty much what's going to be available during the anniversary, right? Depending on when you started. Now, this guy is on so many different teams, right? And typically, teams with fused fighters, teams with, pure sands, teams with Battle of Fates or other type categories, right, tend to be pretty consistent teams throughout the year. And he's on all of those teams, and it makes him a very beneficial card because not only is he orb changing, he also has counters for extra damage. But the big thing he's doing is he's providing 2 turns floating support. So for a new player, this is really good. This will help you clear a lot of different types of content as you continue to build your teams and clear events throughout the game. So from the perspective of a new player, I believe that this guy is probably the number 1 pick that will benefit you the most, as he's the most versatile out of all the Super Easy A picks. My second pick, for the same reason, is of course the SDR Super Gogeta. While he does not providing 2-turn support, he is providing really good support through his Rainbow Orb changing. He's providing great options for attack and defense lowering, right? Which is really good for fights that allow that to happen. He's very, very helpful in those types of events, as well as providing support. And just like the Vegito, he's on a plethora of different teams that can be viable. So from the new player perspective, these 2 characters can be slotted into just about any team and assist you. So they are my top 2 picks for new players. Right, my next pick is actually a unit that, I mean, could be considered one of the top TURs, right? He's definitely up there, and that is the SDR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. While limited to certain type teams, right, Goku's family type teams, Giant Ape Power, GT Heroes type teams, he's still a powerhouse. He's a great defensive unit, especially post-super. Not as much pre-super now as we've moved through the 11th anniversary. However, it's still pretty good defensively. Plus, he's providing support. Plus, he has counters. And he links really well with things like Tech Daima Mini Goku, and will likely link very well with the new LR Daima Goku as well. So if you're missing the Tech Mini, he's a great filler option for that. Though he is a tad bit more limited than the other picks, and that's why I put him at 3. While a great unit, in fact, one of the best Super Easy A's, I feel as though, right, it's for new players, it's better to have something a little more versatile over someone who is super hyper fixated on one team, but really good, right? Versatility is going to help new players more than anything. Our number 4 pick is actually one of the LRs, right? One of the LRs is STR SDR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and the reason he is a pick is not because he's going to be helping you clear major red zone content, though he can, right? If you have the teams, he's really good on uncontrollable power type teams, really good on movie boss type teams, mission execution type teams, really, really good, great unit, really powerful unit, but that's not where his benefit comes from. As a new player, his benefit is going to come in his viability in the world tournament, right? New players are always going to struggle with this event because gaining access to AoE characters takes time. The free-to-play variants available now just don't cut it anymore in the event. But if you were to pick this guy up for free right now, the next time there's a world tournament, you have an easy clear to get your missions and get your 50 stones, right? Utilizing him and maybe a friend, or even a friend, Piccolo Jr., if you don't have him, you will be able to quickly and easily clear all of the missions to get the 50 stones during a world tournament. And that's a big thing for most players. Not everybody's going to be competing at the highest level, but people want easy access to clearing the event so they can get their stones. And he provides exactly that. He's a great benefit to all new players. So that brings us to our fifth and final pick. Our fifth and final pick is actually an easy A, and he will cost you 3 stones. And the reason I'm giving him as a pick is because there are currently 8 stones available, right? So you have 5 stones to work with here to pick any of the 1 super easy A's. But I do think there is a 3-stone easy A that is very beneficial to you. In fact, I think there's 2. And so I'm going to rank them both the same because I think they both have the same amount of benefit to all players. And that is, number 1, the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? So he, while is, all right, he's not limited, right? So he's very versatile. He can slot into pretty much any team, although obviously for links wise, he's going to prefer to be around other Giant 8 Power and Super Saiyan 4 type characters, which of course we have with the new Daima Goku, Tech Mini Goku, the AGL Gogeta, right, who will be on the anniversary banners, right? So, right, he has options available to him for linking, although he won't link with the LR AGL, right? He also has a 70% counter, and for short content, he's near invulnerable, especially on his first turn. You get him built up. He provides a lot of offensive power for your teams in those short events, as long as he can get his hits in early on. And so I think he's a great choice for many players, as long as you can build the teams around them. Right? And so long as the new one of the new Daima LRs allows for him to be utilized on the team, I believe he will have a slot, even post 11th anniversary. Okay. Moving on, our second choice is the LR. Tech Gohan. Now, the reason I say him is because he is on probably one of the biggest teams that is drenched in the most support. Well, actually 2 of the biggest teams drenched in the most support. And the teams sort of overlap. And that is the demonic power teams under the Tech Goku. Although he works really well on Youth, Youth has its own problems. But the Tech demonic power team under the Goku, he is a god, right? He hits high numbers early. He's got great link partners. He has the team gives him access to a Goku, which gives him access to a lot of his extra passives, as well as providing good link partners. He's also a great asset to the bottom Master Disciple team under the Int, Gohan, and Trunks. Once again, another team drenched in the type of support a character like this would need to be a powerhouse, right? So he's a great character for all of those teams. Obviously, most players will not have, right, especially newer players are not going to have the Int, Gohan, and Trunks. So that's why I kind of put him at our very last recommendation here, because I mean, really, you're looking more at the Tech Daima Goku lead, or one of the new Daima leads will likely cover him somehow, and as long as he can continue to get that demonic power support, he's going to do really, really well. So those are my recommendations. Those are my 5 recommendations for your Red Dragonstone. Remember, you have 8 stones available to choose from, and you will continue to have more as the celebration and as the year goes on. So again, our picks are Vegeta Blue, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the LR Broly, the STR Gogeta, and the one of these 3 stones. I don't always recommend the 3 stones, but I think in this case, given that there are so many stones available, it wouldn't hurt. Obviously, if you don't want any of these, save your stones, and you can just pick them up later as we get more stones as the list is available. So that's it for the video, guys. That is our recommendation. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know who you are going to pick with your red Dragonstones, or if you intend to save it till the end of the celebration or beyond. Let us know in the comments down below, and let us know what you think of this major chain. Honestly, I think it's a great benefit for all players, especially you newer players out there. But I'm curious to see what you guys think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.